everyone. Thank you so much for joining me in another 5D convo. My name is Kaisha Ellis. I am a twin flame in the process of uniting with my divine counterpart. I wanted to talk to you all briefly about soul loss. So I have been led and guided on this journey of retrieving parts of my soul that I've repressed, suppressed, completely denied, blocked out, and it's been kicking my ass. But I just wanted to point out some symptoms that you may have, and this may be a clear indication that you have soul loss as well, and you need to do some inner work, inner healing, so that you can integrate the parts of yourself that are missing so that you can be whole. So soul loss, what is soul loss? So a lot of people misinterpret this as your soul is gone, and we're energy and you are a soul, so you can't not be a soul. It's like me saying I'm not black. Like, you can clearly see that I'm probably a few shades darker than other people. I'm black, but I can lose touch with being a black woman, being a black person. You know, if you don't know your correct history, if you have been conditioned to think a certain way or to act a certain way, you can lose touch with who you really are, or I can lose touch with who I really am as a black person, as a black woman. So it's the same thing. So you can't lose your soul, but you can lose touch or access to parts of your being. You know, a lot of times it is from things from childhood trauma, traumatic experiences that you've had from childhood, why you lose aspects of your soul. So a short story with that. So I've been doing a lot of inner child healing work, and a lot of things have been coming up that have been repressed. As a matter of fact, I don't even remember being younger than 10. I don't remember being younger than 10. And even when I was 10, I remember being an adult, just an adult in a small person's body. Don't remember having a childhood. And that's because of things that had happened to me, why I just completely blocked it off. You know, I don't remember having a good childhood. So I know that doing this work, I lost pieces of myself. Another story, I was in a relationship with a karmic on and off for 10 years. And it was like a nightmare that was on loop. And I know that I lost pieces of myself in that relationship. And it is now me doing this work today that has allowed me to retrieve aspects of myself and heal aspects of myself so that I am whole. I never really even knew that that was possible. I just knew that. You ever been through a situation and you just feel like a part of you just died and you're just different after that? That's what happened to me. I'm usually very caring, loving. I like to laugh and be silly, and you know, I love to love people. But I found that certain parts of me, I just felt like they weren't there anymore, and I changed. You know, I started to really pull back and forgot who I really am. So common signs that you've experienced soul loss will include anxiety, depression, emotional numbness, loneliness, emptiness, chronic fatigue, feelings of hopelessness, boredom, and profound dissatisfaction in life. I went through all of these. So first off, I'm not really a person to feel anxiety, or maybe it was that I just didn't recognize what it was, but I started to get like panic attacks, and I'm not a person to do that. I'd like to think that I'm pretty calm with things, but emotional numbness, like I said, parts of me, I just was like, I didn't feel anything. I programmed myself not to feel anything because I didn't want to get hurt again. Loneliness, I was that person that would feel lonely in a crowd. Being an empath, I pick up on energy, I absorb energy. And before I knew what I was, it was like I was going crazy. So anyway, I don't like large crowds anyway, but I did feel like that. I was the person who felt lonely in the middle of a crowd. Chronic fatigue, I used to sleep a whole lot. Like I didn't want to be here, right? And I didn't want to go to the extreme of committing suicide, but I didn't want to be here. So the next best thing for me was to just sleep. And I would sleep a lot because I just didn't want to deal with the things that were going on inside of me and the world that I was experiencing outside of me. These are clear indications of soul loss. So if you are experiencing any of these things, I encourage you, medication is not going to help you. Meditation will, but inner child work, inner healing will help you to retrieve those aspects of yourself that are MIA. So to be healthy, to feel whole, and to live a harmonious life, you must recover the vital parts of yourself by learning how to live a balanced life, being authentic, and through self-love. So a lot of these things, it was planting that seed of self-love that allowed me to be curious on, why do I feel this way? What can I do to feel better? Why do I feel like I'm not whole, and how do I do that? It is out of self-love why I was able to be like, okay, you know what, this scares the shit out of me, but I'm going to peel back these layers to reveal who I really am, because I want to show up as my authentic self. I want to know who she is, and I want to show that to other people. Finding the fragments of yourself that are lost and restoring them is to return to your innate wholeness. To restore the essential vitality that is your soul is often part of the journey of spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is not just sitting on a hill. It's not that. Like in real life, real time, even though time is relative, but it is being here, and being here in the now and being present. You need to be whole to do that, right? To enjoy that, to explore that. So learning how to slowly reintegrate the lost elements of your soul through the practice of inner work, like inner child healing, soul retrieval, is to fulfill your potential as a divine being having a human experience. So I am a proud ambassador of Sophia Charles' Inner Child Healing Work Master Program. All of her programs I'm an ambassador of, because it is these programs that allowed me to start to reintegrate aspects of myself that I have lost. It is, what is it? It's June 21st. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. It's June 21st, 2020. And this is the first time in a very long time that I felt comfortable in my own skin, that I felt confidence, a degree of confidence that I never felt before, that I don't feel so anxious about stuff anymore, that I feel like I got this, and I'm a good person, and I'm lovable, and I love, and in all things I do, it's love and being loving, and I feel good. Just to sum it all up, the first time in a very long time that I feel whole and healthy within myself. So I encourage you, I'm going to put the links up in this video on retrieving, doing inner child work or inner healing, retrieving aspects of yourself that you have lost. If any of this resonates with you, I encourage you, please, this has helped me. I'm not going to recommend bullshit to anybody, because I'm not on that. I don't like when people tell you to do stuff and they damn well know it's not going to do shit for you. This is not it. I am currently doing these things myself. And that is why I can even sit here and do this video, because I feel good in myself, So I just want to, if any of this resonates with you, I'm asking you, I am challenging you to love yourself enough to do the work and to get the healing. So there are programs that are going to be in this video that you can take that will help you on your journey to becoming your authentic self. In order to do that, you need to have all aspects of yourself integrated. So your adult self, your inner child. And if there's anything that I've been really, really learning, it is your inner world needs to be tip top, right? For you to produce the results that you want in your outer world. If you want to have a good life, you need to be good on the inside. If you want to experience abundance in your outer world, you need to be abundant on the inside. If you want areas of your life to be healed, you need to be healed on the inside. And that one is facts, 100% facts. So I encourage you all to continue on your journey. I know that this life is not easy, but we have the tools to make it as good as we want it to be. And you are here for a reason. You are here to help. You are here to raise the vibration of this planet. This planet needs you. It needs us. And we have to show up. We have to show up ready to go. We have to show up prepared. And in order to do that, you have to deal with your own inner shit. And that's it. It is what it is. So, you know, cheers to your inner evolution. You know, I am here with you in spirit. I am here with you physically as much as I can. I am here to let you know that you can do this. I am absolutely no different from you. You know, I am here on quarantine as well, and I am still doing my work. I am still doing the things that I need to do to make sure that I'm good within me, so that I can create the world that I want to live in, that I want to experience. So take care. I'm going to be doing another video on inner child healing. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or night. Bye.